let's get this nonsense started. Oh, you can't fucking see me. Why do I do that every day? Oh, wow. I didn't even have the knobs all the way up. What's up, everybody? Oh, man. Creepers, geekers, all the fucking things, man. Welcome. I am the Retro Creep. And I forgot I was supposed to stream today. So, if you saw that I went live for a few seconds and it came out, what happened was the chat box, it was disabled. I don't fucking know why. I clicked out. And then it popped up again, and I came back. So, like that song suggests, everything's moving in stereo, my friends. Landlord went out, so I got the amp a little extra loud, so I'm really fucking into it today. The reason we're playing this is because I'm about to do a review of the pickup that is within for my other channel. So if you're into that kind of thing, by all means, join the Creepy Crawl and do the things and make the stuffs happen. Don't forget to send your love towards every one of these rad motherfuckers. Most of them are here involuntarily, so you might as well give them a little bit of love. And show them the way of the samurai. Let's see. Salty and abrasive good person says, yo, creeper, sup, dude? Thoughts on Minneapolis ice shooting? Oh, I fucking knew that was going to come up, and I have some very strong thoughts. My very first thought is, I'm saddened by the loss of life. Play Angel of Death. This ain't the right guitar for it. What's up, Pierre? Hold on. No. I can't play that anymore. I forgot how to... That's the part that most people want me to play when they say Angel of Death. I forgot how to play it. Sorry. You picked the wrong Slayer song for me to play today. Why is that making a lot of fucking noise? It should not be. I must have a grounding thing. That's all right. We'll work on that. Yeah, something like that. I'm pretty sure it's with a lot of galloping. Something like that. It's like... They like doing that a lot, though. That kind of a thing, you know? You see a lot of that in that album there, as a matter of fact. A modulistic terror, a vile sadistic beast. The only way death exits is going piece by piece. That's a great song. You have no choice of life or death, my face you will not see. All right, so just for posterity, my thoughts on the shooting. I'm going to throw facts out there. The lady left her own state to go cause problems. She used her vehicle in a violent manner. And though a lot of people don't understand how scary it is to stand in front of a vehicle while someone's using it violently, I believe it was a justified shooting. Do I think that she needed to lose her life? No, absolutely not. But if you're giving lawful orders to fucking play, I mean, let's face it, she was there to fucking cause problems. Should she lost her life for it? No. She was doing what, as an American, she was allowed to do. Protest some bullshit that she didn't agree with. But then when it came down to it, she made the wrong decisions. And I think that's the part that everyone's forgetting. She chose to make that decision to drive that vehicle when it should have been in park, or, shouldn't even fucking been where it was. And it cost her life. And now you have her family, her friends, the passenger of that car, all have to live with that. On top of the individual who actually pulled the trigger. Now, was he a happy trigger fucking bastard? I don't know. We'll find out. But from the one angle I have seen, he was in front of the vehicle when she pulled forward. He was justified in doing it. Do I think it's right? No. I'm sure he could have jumped out of the way. I just think it was horrible. It's a tragic incident that nobody fucking wins. Nobody wins. And the fact that nobody will look at the accountability part of any of it is pissing me off. They're just using it as a political angle to go after an organization that people disagree with. And I think the people doing that need to fuck off and fucking grow up a little bit. Because these are real lives we're fucking playing games with. And just because you have the right to protest and the right to be angry about shit does not mean you can act erratically. Does not mean you can take a 2-ton piece of metal and treat it like that without consequence. Now, do I agree with the consequence? No. No, I think it was a little heavy-handed. But do I understand where it came from? And do I feel like it was justified? Yes. And that's all I will ever fucking say about it. You guys can make all of your fucking, your little, the creep is a fucking hateful person videos, but as somebody who's been, on both sides of the aisle there, I think it was justified. I don't think it was right, though. I think he could have made a different decision, but then again, we weren't in front of that vehicle when it happened. I saw one video, someone saying that he actually leaned on the hood. No, he was standing like right in front of the vehicle, and as soon as she moved, he was pushed. So he got out of the way and then popped off. And that's the part that's angering me. Because once he got safe from the vehicle, unless there was somebody else in front of it, and maybe he didn't know, maybe he just thought she's going to go through a crowd, and he was trying to prevent further, injury or loss of life. But once he kind of went around the vehicle, and I don't know. It's a tough call. We weren't there. Everyone can do this fucking deal, but unless you were in that situation, both driving the vehicle or in front of it, I don't think anyone has the right to truly judge what happened. It's fucking horrible. It's disgusting that it's come to this. And I believe all parties are at fault here. All parties. All parties, including the fucking chick behind the wheel. If not more so than anybody else. So, fuck around, find out, I guess. I don't know. I'd hate to use that cold fucking phrase for it, but all right, we're not here to talk about that. But since you asked, fuck it. War Ensemble. No, I was playing a little bit of. Actually, it's pretty close too. He asked me to do Angel of Death, but Angel of Death. Piece by Piece, excellent jam. I love that song, man. I fucking love Slayer. Me too. Let's see. Is that Fat Tard Gaming? What a fucking wonderful name. Do you think ICE agents would be more calm if they played Amico before shifts? I don't know. I think that's kind of a silly question. It's fucking stupid, in fact. But since your name is awesome, I'll allow it. I don't know. You could be a jerk off at the situation all you want. If you just came here to bring up Amico in a silly way, it is what it is. I don't give a fuck. But to try to make an Amico joke at the expense of somebody else's life, you know what? As cool as your name is, I could tell you to fuck off for that. Honestly, that's fucked up. Unless you're just trying to use some levity to lighten the situation, I guess I can give you a little bit of a pass for that. But if you're just here to be a dickhead about a Miko, grow up. Someone's life was fucking taken. So, if you're doing it to be fun, then cool. If you're not, see yourself right out the fucking door. Love your name, by the way. Love your name. Howard says, use of deadly force is probably one of the first lessons of law enforcement. Yeah, I don't know. I learned use of deadly force. Humor does heal, but there's no, fuck that, Salty. There's a difference between being a douchebag humor and just trying to create levity. There's a huge fucking difference. And though I will never say that they shouldn't have said that, because you can say whatever you want here, but you're going to get my reaction regardless, you know. But douchebag humor needs no place in any of this. If you want to make an Amigo joke at my expense, or at DJC's expense, or Mike Mullis's expense, if you want to make an Amigo joke at any of our expenses, that's fine. But we have a young lady who's now never going to be around ever again, and a family that has to mourn that. And on top of that, somebody who actually made a decision to do that, and they have to deal with it, and their family are going to have to deal with it. There's so many. You don't understand. A lot of people look at a situation like this and think, okay, bang, bang, someone's dead, let's go after. It's not fucking like that at all. The fucking ripples of pain and hate, they go out there. And again, if you want to make an Amigo joke here, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But don't do it like that. Don't fucking do it like that. You know. Whatever. We got an unboxing here that was unexpected. It showed up on my door moments before we started streaming. And don't take too much offense to that, Fat Tad Gaming. Don't take too much offense to that. But Happy Home Games, Homeland Security Force. Absolutely. All right, so you are here to be a douchebag. All right, that's cool. That's cool. The world needs ditch diggers, right? I got a package from the Alzheimer's Association. Every year when you fucking do the thing, they send you a gift. I would prefer not to, but it is what it is. I would prefer they kept the money in the place where it's supposed to be. But we didn't really get too far this year, and a lot of that I blame me for. Actually, all of it I blame me for. I didn't really push it. We did two really good giveaways. And I believe the Intellivision Gamer got one of them. I can't remember whom got the other one, unless I'm confusing a couple of different fucking years. But I wanted to show you guys something. They do. They send it to Atari Creep. Although I haven't re-registered for this coming year. I will here pretty soon. I might change that. I might change that to just my name. But let's see. What does this say? It says, thank you. This belongs to you guys. Not me. I didn't fucking do anything. That belongs to you guys. And I guess I picked a tumbler of some sort, because that's what we need, is another fucking mug in the house. Dude, it looks like a coffee filter. Tell me it does not. I mean an oil filter. Looks like a fucking oil filter. I'm going to change my oil with this thing. Pretty cool. I've actually... Oh my god, it's psychedelic on the inside. Holy shit. Oh, that's nauseating. It reminds me of an old Christmas tree light. You know? Pretty cool stuff. You can't really see the bottom because of the optical illusion. It makes it look three-dimensional. Thank God for this, because I don't want to be staring at that while drinking my coffee. Actually, this might end up in a fucking prop. This might end up in a prop. So there you go, guys. Because of your efforts, I got a fucking mug. Got a mug. Hopefully we advance more medicines. And we got closer to the cure. That's really all I give a shit about. Honestly. That's legit all I give a shit about. They give you a t-shirt every year, and if you get $500 or more, you get a medal. And then if you get $1,000 or more, you get the Grand Champion medal. And it's like, I understand that stupid Americans need incentive to do things, but it's like, I don't know. You know, I'm switching guitars. Since we're doing Slayer, Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I need the strap. I need the strap. I need the strap. Oh, man. All right. Since we're talking about Slayer, I'm bringing the Kramer out. I'm bringing a metal guitar out. That other one, the pickup in it's not really, it's not calibrated for metal. It's calibrated for like rock, blues. Where's the hole? Aye, Pappy. Guitar loves it. Loves it. Nice mug. Are probably the best gifts in my opinion. Yeah, you know what? I have so fucking many though. Because so many people think mugs are a nice gift. Bro, it's ridiculous how many fucking mugs we have in this house. I have a box up in the attic, and it's weird because the lady doesn't want to get rid of a little... Yeah, it does look like a 70s strobe. The one with the wood box. You're 100% right, Howard. You are 100% right. Violation says, make sure to keep Z paper in order, please. I have no idea what you're talking about. Keep Z papers in order, please. All right, here we go. Here we go. Little Seasons in the Abyss. I'm not going to do the clean part. We'll just go right to the... Something like that. And it's... Close your eyes, look deep in your soul, step outside yourself and let your mind go. Frozen eyes stare deep in your mind as you die. Wow, I'm just not in the mood to gallop today, huh? My galloping is fucking trash. Absolute trash. I used to play lead guitar. This song is one of the best bands. We covered Slayer. I love them. I love it. E minor 7, baby. E minor 7. Let's see. I think that's it. No, wait. This is C7. C7 diminished. You know where I learned that song? From Zakk Wylde. What the fuck is that called? Concrete Jungle, I believe. Nuns with Guns and... No, what is it? Oh, man. What fuck, now that's gonna fucking drive me nuts. Freaks in the Streets and Nuns with the Shotguns. That's how it opens up. That's how it opens up. C7 diminished. Oh. There it is. There it is. I mean the part of Season of the Abyss that you always skip. Oh! Only because I don't feel like going into my clean. Yeah? I don't know if you'll even be able to hear it. You know what? Let's do this. Let me go into my single coil. Yeah. That's A though. Oh, maybe because they tuned down. Yeah, I don't know. I loved Slayer, man. Slayer was just like one of those fucking bands. And the great thing about it is, like, they love this box right here. It's in E, but like a lot of their, you know, you got South of Heaven, and you have Spill the Blood, and something like that. Dead Skin Mask. Black Magic. I mean, so many great fucking songs in that one tiny little box. Let's see. Fat Tard Gaming says, play the Kerry King Beastie Boy solo. Oh, I don't have my whammy bar hooked up. I mean, that's really all that is. Kerry King, as a guitar player, I'm just going to say it, he's not very good. Jeff Hanneman wrote a lot of the fucking riffs. Kerry King wrote a lot of riffs too. But like when it came to the whole soloing thing, I believe Kerry King even said in the quote, I just kind of played whatever. I just played whatever. Well, this is coming from a guy who hasn't played in 16 years. I can't just F off. Did I tell you to fuck off? Hold on. I use that riff to warm up sometimes to see where I'm at with my galloping hands. Obviously from Rain and Blood. That's also in that. In that little box. Fucking love Slayer, man. I was so sad. When Jeff Hanneman died, I kind of like... Slayer died. Slayer died. Yeah, I'd say you're better than Kerry King. I don't know if I'm better than Kerry King. I mean, he does have a right hand. I mean, and he can play riffs and licks and stuff like that. But I just think their lead stuff was just trash. But it worked for Slayer music, so who am I to say? For all I know, he could be another Steve Vai, and we just don't know it. He's too busy playing BC Rich trash. BC Rich used to make some really nice guitars until the mid to late 90s. I would consider BC Rich an upper echelon, unless, of course, you're getting the import shit. Which a lot of that was still pretty good, but I don't know. Kerry King had, but more or less, yeah... hastily improvised. That's a great way to say it. Yeah, Hanneman had a little more musical ability, I think. I think he had a lot more musical ability. I think Kerry King was just a guy who just wanted to play metal, you know? And he got really good at the galloping and doing weird... Like Spill the Blood. I guess we're going to do a guitar fucking thing today. That second part right there took me forever. It is so tricky. Because you're so used to galloping, you're so used to pedaling off of a note, and you can't do that with that. You hit it once, and then you stay there. And it's unusual for, like, say, a Slayer riff to do that. But Jeff Hanneman, man, he was the shit, man. That was a shame. Fat Tart Gamer says the old BC Riches are really nice, but after the 90s, they're lower end. They really did, turn into that. I wouldn't mind getting a Warlock body. I have a really nice reverse headstock neck from the 80s that actually came along with this guitar. The guy bought that neck to go on this guitar because every other fret is scalloped on this. And I've kind of just dealt with it. I'm just like, you know what? It's a nice feeling neck. I'm going to hang on to it. And then I'm actually trying to sell that neck to get a Telecaster body. So if anyone has a Telecaster body that's not too beat up, and they want to trade it for a nice late 80s fucking GNX neck, fuck yeah, man. Let me know. By applause. I've been really, 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 really into playing moving in stereo, and I think a lot of that has to do with the Atari synth. I'm trying to think of things I can play with it for now until I start writing my own stuff. And I'm actually going to try to build a pitch shift kind of, I don't know if I want to call it a lever. I'm going to put it in the direct circuit of the thing. So when I hit a note, I can go, or maybe I'll just fucking break down because all a wah pedal is a tone knob that you manipulate with your hand. Maybe that's it. I'll just put a fucking tone knob in a capacitor. But I've been trying to think of songs that I can play along with the Atari synth, and that just came up, man. I fucking love that song, first of all. Only because I don't have a synth in. The Igniter of BC Rich was kind of an anomaly to me. I couldn't believe what I received, but rather than really, okay. I would love Slayer Pin, saw Kerry King do the STEM tour. Right on, dude. I've seen Slayer a few times. Fat Tard, you should like someone who gets their guitar in the bargain bin at Guitar Center, walk in and ask for scuffs and dings. I'm like that. I don't give a shit. I'll buy junk. Guys, have you seen some of the guitars I have? I have a guitar that was sold on Home Shopping Network by Randy fucking Jackson. What's up, dog? That guy. And I gotta tell you this right now, after adding some things here and there to it, it's a fucking beautiful playing guitar. It sounds great. It sounds great. I got these little P90s in it they're humbucker-sized P90s, but they were just sent to me randomly. And I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with these? I'm glad I used them. I'm glad I used them right away and found a home for them because they sound magical in that guitar. It's so great. Inferno224. What's up, buddy? Thanks for popping in. Hey, Retro, what's up, man? Noticed a membership. Much appreciated for the gift. That would be the dude directly above that comments doing. Violation Entertainment. That would be the cool cat to thank. They've thrown a few, membership gifts out there, and don't feel obligated to continue it. Don't worry about that. But I appreciate you being part of the Creep Collective while you're here. I genuinely appreciate that. Fat Tard says, yeah, but a wah is an oscillator, not brushes like a tone knob. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You can still get the same effect from a tone knob, though. If you double up on the caps, use some really nice orange drop caps or something stupid like that. But either way, I like tone bending anyway. I like circuit bending. Has anyone done that? In fact, I always see those stupid kitty cat keyboards at my local Savers for like $5 or less. And I keep telling myself I'm going to bring one home. And I'm going to add a potentiometer to where this resistor was and all kinds of stuff. And just try to just fuck with it in every way I can. To try to make some really cool shit out of it. I really have a lot of good musical plans this year. I really hope to get into recording. You know? All right on the thanks, Violation. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Violation's good people. Hey, Violation, I watched a documentary. It wasn't even a documentary. It was that JonTron dude. Talking about a national treasure you have in Australia. A gentleman by the name of, I forget, and his last name I also forget. But he tried to rebuild, or tried to build an exact replica of the Titanic. And I'm sad to see that he was never able to accomplish it. What was that guy's name, man? He's my hero. unless, of course, you know something I don't by being a local guy. If he's an actual, like a rich douchebag. But I don't know. Israel or Dapper News? I have no idea what the fuck. I can't even see it. I got a glare. I don't know if you can see it on my face, but the fucking sun is blaring right on me. Building the Digitech pitch shifter into my guitar would be sick. The Muse type stuff. Yeah, right on, man. You ever see the Korg? What is it called? A Chaos Pad? For a while there, that was like really popular. People jamming those Chaos Pads into a guitar, and I really wanted to do that, but I never got around to it. Nor do I think I ever will. That sounds like the Noah's Ark they built in Branson. Right on. I can't say I recall that. My parents took a fucking vacation to Branson, Missouri. I guess they went there for the Passion Play and a whole bunch of other stuff. My dad was a minister for the Church of Christ, so there's a lot of really cool Christian-y stuff in Branson, Missouri. I remember they were so excited. I'm like, you can go anywhere in the world right now. You got a hunk of change from selling my grandmother's house in the Cape. You paid off your bills, and now you're going to take yourself on a vacation. You're going to go to Branson, Missouri? Have fun. Have fun on your trolley. I have the cat keyboard. It's cool. Right on, dude. I hope you're not breaking my balls. I think they're cool, too, for what they are. Oh, you do have one of those Chaos Pads. That's cool. I wouldn't even know how to use it. I mean, physically touching it, I know how to do that. Sorry, I got fucking itchy in the back of my head here. I think I got fucking fleas. I've hooked them up to the guitar. A Jaguar has enough room in the body. Yeah, I can see a Jaguar having plenty of room. Velcro it. Oh, okay, so instead of like building it into your guitar, you literally just hook it up by sticking it on there, and that's cool. Branson is like Vegas. It was run by Ned Flanders. It's like Vegas if it was run by Ned Flanders. Well, doodly-doo, my friend. I lived in China for a chunk of my adult life, and I'm unable to answer Titanic questions. Sorry. Really? All right, so the gentleman I speak of, he has a title of national treasure there in Australia. Hold on. Who was the Australian rich guy who tried to build the Titanic? Clive Palmer. That's his name. Yes, this guy. He looks like my high school fucking principal, Mr. Hurley. God rest his soul. Oh, well, I guess he just never got it to happen. That's too bad. Don't be intimidated by the Chaos Pad. It's easy to learn. Oh, I'm sure it is. Lived in China. That's interesting. That's cool. Military or just family? Or did you just happen to You know, the wind just blew you to China. I am interested in knowing why. I got what's called a Yamaha DJX keyboard, 90s thing. Only has MIDI connection. It's awesome. Right on. Yamaha and like Casio made some really rad shit in the 80s. You know, right around that $400 or $500. $400 or $500. But let's see, the Titanic Twin, the Bricktastic is still around, I believe. Oh, okay. I fucking can't see. God damn. Yeah, I can't see. I can't see what you wrote. It looks like it says Bricktastic, but I don't think that's what it says. I don't know if I showed you guys yesterday, but I got a bunch of my little hides going. I'm going to paint this when we're done. Actually, I'm going to run to the store real quick. I never ended up doing that yesterday. I got to go grab another pick. This one just split. It just split. Oh, the wind. The wind just took you to China one day, huh? That's awesome, dude. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what I tell people all the time, that I'm that feather. I'm that feather at the beginning and the end of Forrest Gump. I never know where I'll be today. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. I never thought I'd end up in Arizona for 15 years. And while I was there, I never thought I'd come back. Well, no, that's not true. I always knew I'd be back to Boston. Arizona was a trip, man. Fucking bunch of tough guys. Fucking Arizona. Everyone was so puffed up out there. So fucking puffed up. And at least in the areas in which I was hanging out at, they had no respect for their... There's an expression. Don't shit... I don't know why these were hooked up. Don't shit where you eat. And they didn't understand that. They would rob fucking people in their own neighborhoods and shit. I took a part-time job because overtime started dying down at the prison to help pay off my house with a Circle K at 47th Ave and Bethany Home Road. We got fucking robbed all the time. And I recognized them all the time. Fucking not very bright. The sun did something to them. I don't know. That said, I met a whole bunch of wonderful people too. Howard says, how about the Studio Logic, Sleg, badass synthesizers? Yeah, I don't know a lot about synth, honestly. I do not. This Atari synth journey is going to be my first. I mean, I played with keyboards that we used to call synthesizers as a kid. But they weren't truly synthesizers. They were just keyboards, right? We're getting into Atari mode. Damn. I'm slow. I guess so. I pulled out the controller. I had nothing really planned for today. And the only reason that thumbnail is still there is because I just didn't change it. I didn't change it. I actually, you know what? I've been actually thinking about going back to, hold on, where is it? Where is that background? Nope. Oh, I got to go into the gameplay thing. Durr. You guys remember this? What do you like better? Do you like the console? I like this better. I think it's cleaner. Especially with all the shit I put right here. Because it is the year of the Atari VCS. Meaning the year of 2026 to 2600. There's logic to it. I promise you. He removed the dog from his streams. So he could shock it in private off air. What dogs? What the fuck are you talking about, shocking dogs? Salty. Hassan Dog News. What the fuck? What the fuck are you two knuckleheads talking about? Fucking assaulting dogs and shit? Miko jokes at some poor dead lady's fucking expense? What the fuck is going on around here? I'm just kidding. This is a shit show. I'm all for it. Trust me. All right, you know what? We're going to go with the staple for right now. I'm not in the mood to really play anything crazy. Where are the G's? Where are the G's? We're not playing Ghost Man, and we're not playing General Retreat, a.k.a. Custer's Revenge. Oh, I've never even heard of that. I've heard of Custer's Revenge. What the fuck? Gaffechi? Also known as Space Jockey? I got a lot of weird fucking names in here. What is this? What is this madness? I know you can't see it. Oh, it's Whack-A-Mole. I'm not fucking playing Whack-A-Mole on the Atari 2600. All right, let's find the game I was looking for. PAL. We don't want the PAL. We don't want the PAL. We don't want the PAL. I don't think this is the right one either. Why is there so many on here? He has a leftist streamer caught shocking his dog with a shock collar and tried to deny it. That's fucked up. I don't care if they're left or not. Left or right or up and down. Creep, you seem to me to be the type of person who should visit Moogfest. I've heard of Moogfest. Or do you pronounce it Moogfest? Moog isn't what it used to be. It's under different ownership. I wouldn't know anything about the old one. Were they bad? Were they bad peoples? All right, let me tell the computer that you want to see the game too. I'll finish the comments here, and we'll. Oh, let me make sure the. Oh, I'm glad I did that. You guys would have gotten fucking blasted with fucking Galaxian madness. Custer's Revenge. Not until Valentine's Day. We don't do any of the fuck games. Let's see. Hassan Piker. We had a cop here named Johnny Pike. I remember he had me cuffed up, and the stairs to go into the fucking cells at Melrose Police Department. They went down, over, and then down again. And he was chicken winging me. I fucking snapped away. And one cop's like, you shouldn't do that. I'm like, John's just mad that he's just... How is his wife and my kids? Kind of a joke. I ended up getting kicked down the stairs. My hands were cuffed up, so I couldn't prevent myself from going all the way down. I deserved it. I'll admit it. I deserved being kicked down the flight of stairs. I'm like, how is your wife and my kids? Fucking idiot. I was a teenager. Spider Fighter might be my favorite 2600 game. Maybe we'll play that after. Because Spider Fighter is an amazing game. As a matter of fact, I used to hang out at this place in Arizona called the Gaming Zone in Tempe, and they were one of the first places that had like TV lounges in the back, that you could rent per the hour to play games or whatever. And what was cool is there was like a beauty parlor in the fucking thing and a couple other places where like moms could just drop their kids off there. And they could play their fucking Xbox and shit. I'm dead! Fuck you! For like an hour or two, just to get it out of the hair, and they could play their fucking games and... Sorry, I'm starting over. Too many rookie mistakes. Although whatever version this is a little slower. It's slightly sluggish. I can feel that. But me and my friend Mr. Paku Paku would host retro nights there. They mainly dealt with like Nintendo and newer. But all their consoles in the back were pretty much like, whatever modern PlayStation and Xbox was happening at the time. And I believe they had, it was before the Switch. Maybe it was around the time of the Switch. No, maybe. But either way, we would host retro nights. What the fuck? I didn't go right. We would host retro nights there, and there was this one kid that used to make fun of me all the time. He was a young dude. He would make fun of me all the time about the Atari stuff. I think as old as he went was Super Nintendo. And he came over to me, and he was like, all right, Carl, teach me, show me, what about Atari should I give a fuck about? And the game I put on was Spider Fighter, and he played it for like an hour and a half. And he did really well, too. He was one of those Twitch players. Not meaning the website. He was really good at it. And he looked at me and said, okay, I get it now. I get it. I can make fun of the graphics all I want, but the gameplay was there. I had fun. The challenge was real. And I couldn't rely on fucking save states and all that crap. And fuck! I didn't hit a single one of those cocksuckers. Fuckers. Spider Fighter is such a great game. Such a great game. Wayne's World reference. Oh, I'll get to the chat here in a minute. You know, I wasn't really into the Wayne's World thing. I thought it was funny. Ed O'Neill was awesome in it. Or was he in the second one? He was the donut shop owner, right? Fuck. I am having trouble with the patterns today. Fuck. There we go. There we go. We're getting it. We're getting it. Yeah, whatever port this is slightly slower. Slightly slower than what I'm used to. And that can be a detriment too. You know, speed isn't always the problem. In fact, there's a lot of times I actually do better when things get fucking chaotic. It's really just about making your shots count, not going willy-nilly, you know? Which I'll admit I tend to do. Oh, I really wanted that white dude. Fucking gringo. Wait, am I going to get flagged for racist bullshit because I said gringo? Oh, no, that's technically not racist, right? That's technically not racist. Or is it? I don't know. I'm Irish. I don't get offended by stupid shit like that. Call me whatever the fuck you want. Unless it's libelous, you know. I mean, if you're going to fucking call me a PDF file, that's a whole different story. I might get a little mad at something like that. You want to call me a dumb crack-ass cracker? Not going to bother me. Fuck. Those guys did the buddy system. For real. Didn't help him there, though, did it? Did it? I remember I got a job once. Because of my honesty. The guy's like, so it turns out it was a shipping and receiving job. It was only a holiday kind of thing. But it said for adult products, and I didn't really put two and two together. Until before we went to the warehouse to look at what I'd be working with, fuck. That I was going to be dealing with dicks and pussies. And the guy says, one last time, are you sure you don't get offended by things? And I'm like, I've fucking witnessed man-on-man forced. I'm not going to say the R word. I said, there's not really much on this planet that can offend me. And he hired me just because I said that. What an interesting job that was. Ah, why didn't I move? Why did you take the thumb off of the fucking thing, man? Let's see. Let me go back here. Oh my God, I got a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, Moog. Moog started in the late 60s. Yep, I'm very familiar with that. They started out with the module. Okay. Alice Cooper is from Arizona. He's actually originally from Detroit, but he ended up going to school in Arizona. Vincent Furnier, one of my heroes. I love Alice Cooper. Absolutely love it. My favorite song of all time is an Alice Cooper song. First real rock show I went to. I went to go see with my mom and dad the Everly Brothers. That was my first concert. I was young, and then my brother's like, "You want to go see this guy named Alice Cooper?" And I'm thinking, folk artist, right? I'm like, yeah, I guess. It was in '86 during the Nightmare Returns tour, and he knew I would love the blood and guts aspect of it all. And it also turned out that Megadeth opened up for him. So I got my little taste of thrash. I love Alice Cooper, man. Alice Cooper's awesome. He knows all about Milwaukee. Yes, I remember that. In fact, I quote that all the time. It's actually pronounced Milwaukee. Wayne's World, absolutely. You could trust me. I'm going to assume that Salty and Fat Tard already know each other. I can tell by their dialect. Ed O'Neill was in the first movie. Absolutely. He's awesome. He's a national treasure. Yeah, I just seen it once or twice. And then, should use MAME to play Atari games or RetroArch. I'm using Stella right now for my Atari stuff, but I have RetroArch. I just can't figure it out. It's putting games in it is way more complicated than it needs to be. You're not a comedian, Ouya. Is that who that is? Is that who Fat Tard Gaming is? Is that Ouya? What's up, Elbow, by the way? Thanks for popping in, man. Alice Cooper has a fantastic voice. Alice Cooper is an amazing fucking lyricist. That dude's writing is so underrated. When you got Frank Sinatra, who gives a fuck about Frank? But when you have someone like Frank Sinatra, legit live, doing a cover of one of your songs, you know you're doing it, right? Alice Cooper gave rise to Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombies of the world. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I love the song "Go to Hell." Oh, man. We smoke weed together virtually once or twice. Absolutely, man. I haven't had any at all today. MAME is actually easier. I'm sure it is. When I had an Apple computer for a while. I had I think it was called a ThinkBook or something stupid like that. It wasn't like the big one, but it was a netbook or something. iNet, whatever the fuck, who cares? And that had something in called OpenMU. And it literally had everything. But that computer's long gone. It died. I couldn't get it to come back, but busted! Yeah, that's all right. There's no reason to. Who gives a fuck, right? Who's the better guitarist, Cooper or Jeff Beck? I don't think Alice Cooper plays guitar, my friend. Jeff Beck is an amazing guitar player. Unless you're talking about an actual guitar player by the name of Cooper. Elbow. Freedom, we're gonna ring the bell. Freedom to rock. Freedom to talk. Freedom to raise the fists and yell. That's a fucking fantastic album. Wicked underrated. In fact, I think it's better than Constrictor. Just the album cover. There was like this one little cut on the hand on the album cover that always fucking, I don't know what it was about that one cut. It looked infected. And whoever did that fucking cover art, amazing. Good to see you, Albo. See ya. Said that you died of an overdose. Glad that is not the case. Well, you know what, man? I'm glad Ouya didn't die of an overdose, too. I'm glad, too. Alice Cooper and Judas Priest couldn't sell enough tickets to cover the joint tour last year. Really, I saw Judas Priest about 3 or 4 years ago. There's a fairly new venue called the MGM over by Fenway that I got to go see them. It was Queensryche opening up, but like Queensryche isn't Queensryche anymore, and it sucked. I fucking hated it. That whole show was trash. I hate to say, oh, Alice Cooper trash. Let's see. A joint tour last year. And it was a bust that they lost money with all these people who claimed to be big Ozzy fans in 2025 couldn't show. You know what? I don't know, man. Is Alice Cooper and or Judas Priest really all that relevant anymore? It is to a bunch of us old fucks. But we're getting old. We're getting tired. We're getting fucking fat. We're getting crippled. We're all getting the cancer and all that crap. The first 3 Alice Cooper band albums are super underrated. I love Easy Action. I love the earlier stuff. Absolutely. I love his psychedelic work. You know. I even had a demo, and I don't know where it is. It was a record back when they were still called the Spiders. And it had that song, Nobody Likes Me. It's all my fault. Zapp released their first album. Yep, it's funny. He told them to show up at like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, and they showed up at 7 in the morning. We're playing in his house. And he's like, I meant tonight. I meant tonight. I know too much about the Alice Cooper group, man. Zappa released their first. Yep, Alice Cooper. All right, so someone said something about you know what? Fuck this. We're not playing Atari. I'm pulling the guitar out again. I don't care what the fucking thumbnail says. Alice Cooper in 1986 produced an album that I think every human being should fucking listen to. In fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to look it up. I can't see the chat, so give me a minute. An album that I think everybody should fucking listen to. All right, let me copy the link. I'm going to put it in the comments or in the chat. Hopefully the link will be good for you. You guys need to check out that album. That's all I'm going to say. Alice Cooper fucking produced this album in 86. They were an Arizona local band. It's just funny that all the mainstream pretends to be into Ozzy style music, but they don't care about Priest or Alice Cooper. You know what? They just didn't have the name that Ozzy did. I mean, to a lot of us, Alice Cooper was a big deal. But if you think about it, Ozzy went that extra tier. Like, he's a legend. He's a legit legend. Everything that he's done and everything he's ever produced and made and the guitar players he's brought out and all kinds of... And I'm not sitting there saying that Alice Cooper didn't bring on any really good guitar players or anything. I mean, just look at Kane Roberts from the Constrictor, Raise Your Fist album and a few other subsequents afterwards. But I think Ozzy's like on a different fucking level, man. He's like... He's like when you buy the name brand stuff at the store instead of buying the decent generic brand that's not so generic. Does that make any sense at all? Chudley, a.k.a. Jay. Review Tech USA. Oh, don't get me started on that guy. There's an Alice Cooper pinball machine. I'm surprised there wasn't one before, to be honest with you. $1 Billion Babies. I don't know if I can play that one. Oh my God, I don't think I can play that one. Ooh, interesting. I did a tutorial on Welcome to My Nightmare. Not this past Halloween, but the Halloween before on my other channel. Fucking Floyd Roses. I love that chord. No, it's... Cool stuff, cool stuff. How about Smoke on the Water? I'm not going anywhere near that one. That's one of those do not play that song in this fucking music store kind of deals. I discovered the Creep from RTU live stream. So now I'm here. Really? RTU? Really? How? I'm curious about that violation. How did you hear about me from Review Tech? Oh my God. I'd rather play Dolly Parton pinball. Ah. You know what? I don't know if I've ever learned how to play $1 billion. I don't know. Seeing these vids of songs that you can play on the guitar shops. Yeah, I see those all the time. Stairway is a big one. Smoke on the Water. And even well, I can't do it here because I got a locking nut. But even Iron Man with the whole, that's how he does it. He hits a low note and he bends the string behind the nut. But I got a lock nut, so I can't do that with this guitar. I'd rather be in Dollywood. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Dollywood's got some pretty rad fucking roller coasters, man. Some really rad. What do I know how to play from Alice Cooper? Oh my God. There it is. Well, I'm running through the world with a gun in my back, trying to catch a ride in that Cadillac. Thought I was living, but you can never tell. I gotta get away from that success smell. And then you have my favorite of all time. Cool stuff. I love that. That's just kind of how I play. I play a little more melodically than with the straight chords and all that. I never really learned a lot of Alice Cooper songs now that I'm thinking about it. Weird. I mean, I did learn how to play... but only because I was in a band that was playing that song. That's on the Love It to Death album. Great album. Great album. Review Tech. Any Dropbox Bikini pick news? What the fuck? Review Tech USA watched you unbox a certain console. Did he do that live? Really? He watched me unbox a fucking... There's no way. Really? And, okay, so, and the only reason I'm saying no fucking way is because nobody told me. I'm so shocked that I didn't get 100 fucking comments or you know, chats or, hey, Rich, a Review Tech, oh, watched your fucking video. Interesting. Review Tech, OIC, Officer in Charge. That was me. Let me go back here. Been seeing this vids. Okay, yeah, we did that. The Dolly, I'd rather be in Dolly. I'd still smash. Fuck yeah. That's royalty right there. That's country music royalty. Yeehaw! I give her the best fucking 45 seconds of her life. Got my Irish little 3-inch Terminator. Have a nice day. Review Tech ate his daughter's eyes, and now she is blind. That's not very nice. Wasn't she sick? Wasn't she sick? Not invited to family Thanksgiving. I'm sorry to hear that. I remember the video that once, I think it was Black and White. Great song. See, now I'm way off. What video are we talking about here? Who was going to get the fried pickles? Chudley. Chudley, what's up, buddy? I didn't see you sneaking in there, did I? No, that's your first comment that I can see anyway. Nice. Thanks for coming in, man. Just heard the link released. I didn't know about that before. I had no idea either. Link Ray? No idea. Can you play that retro? Play what? The Link Way song? What is that? I don't know. Let me find out. It was 2 years ago. Really? That's... God, how long ago did I unbox it? How long ago did I unbox mine? It wasn't 2 years ago, was it? Atari Creep? Amico unboxing. I got someone named DVD Fever who has his fucking head in his hands. I remember that guy's thumbnails. That always bothered me. Every one of his fucking videos, it was so annoyed. It's like, get the fuck over yourself. But apparently he did a video on it. Got 794 views. Good for you, man. Shillvile unboxing. That's me. Fuck. Okay, yeah, here we go. It was 2 years ago. Okay. Has it really been that long? Play some Steely Dan. No thanks, man. Here's the thing. You got to understand, I didn't learn a lot of songs. I learned a lot of riffs. And there's the physical product unboxing. Review Tech USA Atari Creep unboxing. I wonder if he put it up on his... he's got a new channel. Let's see, unboxing. Wow, Willie of Arcade USA. Yeah. Let's see, Review Tech USA, flipping flopping about the Amico. Do I care? That was my video. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it is what it is. And then, oh my God. Wait a minute. Review Tech USA Self-Destruction, and the channel's called Burying the Creeps? Oh, that's that Darius cocksucker, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not seeing it in here. It must not be in his archive channel. I remember he had one. Maybe there's nothing about Amico up there, because he did kind of... Yeah, he did kind of... Man, he kind of did fuck that up. He fucked that whole thing up. I'll admit, he wasn't very... He was a little too accommodating in his interview. I will admit that. I'm sorry, Alice Cooper 18 video. I'm so... Oh, yeah, dude. It was live, too. It was live. And I remember seeing those very shiny SG fucking costumes. And one of them was in Pelham Blue. I love the SG costume, but I don't like that cream. And Epiphone came out with an SG custom with the American pickups and the real headstock and all that. I wish they would do a Pelham Blue one. You know? I've been here. I was hoping to hear some Pearl Jam. Just kidding. Fuck Pearl Jam. Oh my God. I would rather stick a hot soldering iron tip up the little hole of my urethra than play or listen to fucking Pearl Jam. It's very rare that I hate something that much. Pearl Jam is one of those things. And it's maybe because of the fan base more so than anything. And when I say that, I don't mean fans in general. If you like Pearl Jam, that's awesome. That's what music's all about. I like this, maybe you don't like it. I get it. But some of them are just fucking insane. It's like, that's their entire life. I don't know. I got this chick down the street that I used to hang out with all the time. Before it became legal, she was my weed hookup. And, like, she does the Pearl Jam posters, and she chases after them, and between, you know, Wrigley Field and Fenway. Yeah, I don't know, man. She was always fucking bugging them at football fields, and whatever. Wow, testing for 2 years. No, I tested. I guess the testing phase is pretty much over now. It's been over. But we weren't testing the console. Come on, you should fucking know this shit by now. Get the fuck out of here, Salty. But we weren't testing the console itself. Yeah, I did talk about if there was any kind of hiccups or anything like that. And there were a couple, like little very minor ones. But it was nothing that I probably wouldn't be too upset about if it was like, say, a Nintendo Switch or something like that, you know? Just little things, like one of my controllers didn't want to sync up right away. And I just did a little thing, and the next couple times it did. So we were good to go. We were all playing the games and doing the thing. But when it came to me having one, it was more about the dynamics of my house. Tommy was intrigued by the fact that my lady, who does not give two fucks about video games, was having a good time playing it. And was talking to him about how excited she was to have it in the home. And it was also seeing my girls getting along and playing it and all that kinds of stuff. And he wanted to see what teenage girls, in my case, if it was a boy and a girl or two boys, it would have been the same. But in my case, it was two teenage girls. And when they were, they were like 14, 15. So they were like right at that impressionable age. But he's like, let's put it in your house. Don't bring it up too often. Let's see how often they play it, and they gravitate towards it. And I gave them carte blanche with it. I said, you know, here's a notebook, though. Anytime you play it, I want you to write down your experience, good, bad, or indifferent. Whether you're just like, yeah, I played it, and that was as far as you got, you know. And we got some really good feedback from them. And it was more to see if kids their age would be interested. And would they continue to be interested after the initial introduction to it. Because if you remember, there was a lot of talk about who this was for and the mom crowd and you know, real young people, but adults can play and elderly can play. And it was more of testing a dynamic more than it was the console itself. I mean, I could test a console, I guess. I mean, but at that point, they'd pretty much figured out the capabilities of the machine, I'm sure. I don't know. But we didn't really get into too much tech. We did one tech thing that I'm going to leave to myself. I ended up doing one tech thing to it, feedback-wise, and then I had to have something shipped to me to fix the issue, if you will. It wasn't in the console. I can't describe it. Nothing was broken, and everything worked as it was supposed to. But there was just one little thing that needed to be swapped. And I brought that feedback to him, and, you know, I got to swap it, and that was it. Everything was groovy from there on. But as far as my interaction with it had nothing to do with really testing anything. Just more so, if you left it in your living room next to your Switch, what console would they... And they did. They went back and forth. You know, they felt like doing Minecraft or playing Mario Odyssey. They would do that, or, you know, whatever else we had on there. But more times than not, I heard them fucking laughing their asses off playing, what do you call it there? Evil Knievel. Stunt Cycle, whatever the fuck it's called. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's see. Oh, God, I got a lot of... Burying the Creeps. The Atari Creep and the Retro Creep. I think he just meant creeps in general. He liked to, yeah, Darius. He liked to call people creeps. Stanley Dan, hey, 19 is the first hit song with a drum machine instead of a person. That's cool. That's cool. It's pretty rad, the knowledge that you got there, man. I wish you'd brought that out a lot more back in the day. A lot more. Let's see. Great song. Says it's responsible for Ozzy and Led Zeppelin and all. Right on. Right on. Darius Truxton, yeah, that fucking puke. That kid was a fucking bobble-headed puke. I won't talk like really bad about a lot of people, but that fucking kid just had Predator vibes, and I've worked with plenty of Predators. He reminded me of this kid named Joey I grew up with. Looked just like him, same bobble fucking head, same tone, same attitude. I have this theory that there's only like 6 or 7 type people on the planet. And they all, the ones that look alike, all sound alike and behave alike. It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. And it's one of those weird conspiracy things that I come up with. I'm not a conspiracy guy, but the live stream was huge. Tommy Teardown. Are we talking about when what's-his-name was watching my video? I really want to fucking see that now. I want to watch Review Tech USA watching me. If somebody could find that for me, I will, if you're in the lower continental U.S. and you wait for me to get a few bucks, I will send you a prize of some sort. I want to watch that. I have to be able to see it entirely, though, in its entirety. Look up Kino Casino Review Tech Dropbox. You'll laugh your ass off. Okay, I'll definitely check that out. Burying the Creeps, the Atari Creep. Yeah, you can bury all of us. I don't give a fuck. 18 was the first song the Sex Pistols learned. Really? It's not a hard song. And it's my favorite of all time. I love that song so fucking much. It is such an anthem. This thing's out of tune. This thing's out of tune. Jimmy Page credited Link Wary as an influence. I don't know who Link Wary is. Maybe I do. But right on, Jimmy Page, man, he's known to have been able to play guitar once in a while. Hitting the fucking table, that hurt. Let's see. Eddie Vedder always sounds like he just got done at the dentist. Yeah, there's like this weird vibrato thing he does, and good for him. It's an interesting skill to have. Fuck him. Did John Alvarado give up now that the Intellivision Sprint is out? I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's still working on games for that Happy Home, whatever the fuck. Trying to think. When was the last time I heard from him? The only time I really talked to him was in Discord. I see Salty asked me about Discord. I don't really do anything in Discord, but find Atari Creep. I'm there. I'm there. What's your Telegram? You can add me, dude, but I'm never in there. I have it on my taskbar up here, and it looks like I have one new notification. I actually only had the Discord for the tester chat. There was a private tester chat that we could all get together and be like, hey, we're having a good time doing this, or has anyone encountered this at this stage, or who knows how to get past it, whatever, that kind of thing, And to say, hey, John, we came across whatever, or I came across this, or whatever. But then I try to do it for a private thing just for people of my Creep Collective memberships. I know we're going over the hour. I'm fine with that. I'm in one of those moods where we're having a good time chatting, so especially with some old friends, if you will. I never really truly disliked any of you guys, honestly. It's just when certain people got a little excessive with their fucking samey bullshit. It's like there's only so many times I'm going to answer the same fucking question before I slap the shit out of you. And that's real. If you were here. If you were here. Let's see. Have, ho, a run, a panini, bing, bong. My version of even flow. Run, beady, beady, bom, ba, dee, ba, dee, ba, ba. Fucking hate them. Hate them. Darius Predator, I'm shocked. Yeah, he had that vibe to me, man. Such a fucking weird guy. Such a weird guy. You know, God bless him, though. You know, hopefully he's doing well. Guys, there is so much for me to fucking catch up on here. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Every age has a favorite era to hate, you know. Yeah, I suppose. I find these people limiting themselves on music. I pretty much like it all. At Fathead Amico 13699420. I'm sure those numbers mean something. I know 420 does. Let's see. Every ear and genre has good music. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's really no such thing as bad music. I don't think there's anything. It's all relevant to the individual's tastes. You know, I can't sit there and tell you that Pearl Jam's a bad band, and you won't hear me say that they're a bad band, or that Eddie's a bad singer, or their guitar player's a bad. I just fucking hate it. I don't like it. I don't want to listen to it. But that doesn't mean it's a bad musical experience. It just means I fucking hate them. You can enjoy them. In fact, if you enjoy it, that's one more thing that you get to enjoy than I do. So in a way, I should be fucking jealous, right? I'm the type of person that would rather enjoy my thing in place of hating on what you're into. And we learned a lot of that during the Amico days. That there were a lot of people who would rather fucking hate on you for something that you were into than really just go off on their own and enjoy what they want. And I'm not saying that some of it wasn't warranted, but what I'm saying is that was their entire existence on here. So, I mean, I guess you could say the opposite too, but I don't know. Nothing has to always be positive. But I find it weird, especially even local here with the local politics and everything. The fucking Karens are always worried about what you're doing. It's like, the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Why don't you go worry about you? Don't you have a family, a job, friends? Don't you have ideals and hobbies? And you're worried about me? And, I don't know, the way I play with my Jarell action figure? Get the fuck out of here. It's weird that you're saying that because Tommy said many times, too many people, that the games and the consoles were thoroughly focus group tested back in the 20... Maybe they were. Maybe they weren't. Maybe I have no idea. There's no maybe about that. There's no maybe. I have no fucking idea. DJC and Mullis made it seem like it was actually testing y'all were doing. They were doing their thing. I can only tell you what I was asked to do. I don't know what their conversations were like. I don't know if you're sitting there trying to trip me up there, fucking salty. But going back to what I said about not worrying about other people's bullshit, I'm going to assume that they had their own conversations when the discussion of them getting a console came up. And whatever relevance it had to that particular individual. I can only tell you that when I was talking to Phil, he was curious as to how my family dynamic would treat the machine. So I brought it in. We talked about it a little bit with the family. And I said, it's there. Use it, don't use it. But whatever you do, I want you to note down whenever you turn the machine on. And they did that pretty consistently. And there was periods where it didn't get touched for a week or so. But there were also periods that the Switch didn't get touched either, you know? So, and I don't think we've played it. In fact, I almost brought it out the other day, but unfortunately, my studio has a bunch of furniture in it right now because we're getting our ceiling tiles replaced in the living room and in the hallway. My landlord got solar panels. They fucked up the roof and gave us a leak. That leak ended up in my fucking living room. And now the ceiling tiles look all fucking brown and ghetto and shit. So I have a guy who's coming in to do that, but my landlord bought the wrong tiles. So we're just waiting for the right tiles to come in. But most of the shit from the living room is in there, so I can't get to it. But I was going to pull it out to play some Astro Smash this past week. But as far as DJC and Mullis, and I know a lot less about Mullis than I do DJC. DJC I would consider an actual friend now. Mullis was an acquaintance. I don't know much about him. I didn't really have many conversations with them at all. With the exception of, like, if I did a panel, sometimes we would talk. And at the Video Games Live, whatever the fuck that was, at Symphony Hall, that was a fun night. That was a really fun evening. I had a good time at that. We paid for our own tickets, but as far as the backstage stuff, that was gifted to us. And a lot of people puked about that too. How dare Tommy make you pay? Fuck you. If you were playing out, I'd pay to go see you play. I would hope someone would pay to see me play. I'm an artist. I want to be paid for my craft. But as far as what their conversations looked like when they were told they were getting a console or asked if they wanted one, or I don't even know how it came to be. I just know one day DJC was like, I got one. I wasn't even talking to him back then. I didn't really... Everyone seems to think I was part of this inner crowd, and I don't even think I'm part of the crowd now. As a matter of fact, on a stream the other day, I had said that. I said, we're all friendly and everything, but you guys like chat every day and all that. I know I'm on the outside, but I'm part of the friendly group. And I'm okay with that dynamic, because I'm not very good at the whole being a friend thing. That's why I do this instead of going out there. I'll admit it. I suck out there. I fucking hate people. I fucking hate being out there with people. I'm not very good at it. Like, I don't have a buddy that I can just call up and be like, hey, let's go see a flick, or let's go grab a coffee or a beer, I don't have that. I don't know how to do that. But they do. So I stay on the outside. I am on the in, but I'm not, But back then it was even more so. I knew nothing about these guys aside from they were also part of this group of people who are really trying to push this Amico thing. And I don't know if you guys noticed the difference between my videos and theirs. I pushed it, but I was more talking about what I was excited for and trying to correct things that I felt were misrepresented. More so them saying, go get this, go get this, go get this. There was a great big divide there. I was never part of the inner circle. Any conversations I had with Tommy was one-on-one. It wasn't in a group or anything like that. And, him and I still chat from time to time. We make fun of political shit all the time. He'll send me a meme, and I'll send him back one. Happy birthdays, stupid shit like that. But yeah, I can't stress enough. I don't know what their conversations were like when they got their consoles, because I wasn't really buddies with them. And I challenge you to go back to the Boston event video that I made. And when I creep up on DJC and Panda Sub and Saggy Melons, you could see it in their faces. Oh, fuck, here comes this guy. You can fucking see it in their faces. And that's why I continued going. Because I don't mind making people uncomfortable. I don't mind doing that. Because that means I have the upper hand in the situation. And I'm in control, so to speak. But, and it's funny, DJC will swear to this day, Chuck will swear to this day that wasn't the case. But the faces don't lie. So I don't really know what their deal was. I really don't. And I can't stress that enough. Weird how in 2023 he needed your family to do it again. It's not weird. Just did it. Gives a fuck. Don't try to make it something that ain't, kid. Because then we'll have to give you another middle finger. I don't want to do that. We've been cool, Potion, what's up, man? Mullis is full of himself. Not many people I dislike in the Amico scene, but he's one of them. Yeah, he did get a lot of hell, didn't he? He did get a lot of hell. He was definitely the softer side of things. And he couldn't handle it. He couldn't really handle it. I believe he is strictly over on that Rumble site. I still have an account over there. I never go over there anyway, but... yeah, I really can't say anything about him other than the interactions I've had with him. He's been all right. He's tall. He's a tall motherfucker. I didn't expect that. I thought he was just going to be your average, between 5'10" and 6 foot. He's a fucking tall dude. And I met one of his kids. I don't remember the name, but he was a rad dude. He was pretty rad, man. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying, Potion. I can see where his personality was off-putting to a lot of people. I think he's just one of those real nerdy, socially awkward individuals, and sometimes it can probably come off a certain way, or maybe he was that way. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he is a douchebag, and I just don't know it. I didn't investigate long enough to, you know. Darius reminds me of this dude I know named Zach, who would wear diapers for fun. Oh my God. Would he use them, though? Would he use them? Cheers, Potion. Yeah, absolutely, man. Thanks for popping in. I actually saw that you had uploaded a vlog on your game. I think you were creating like weapons or something like that. I'm going to check that out on my walk down to the fucking store, so I don't have to look up at people. But I'm going to check that out in a little bit, man. I'm fucking excited to watch this game. And I'm hoping, you know what, honestly, I can't wait to see the game. I can't wait to buy a copy of it from you. But more importantly, well, not more importantly, I think that's the important part. But subsequently, I'm hoping it motivates me to do the same thing, eventually. Likewise, Potion. Yep. You guys are talking. Oh my God, there is a lot here. There is a fucking lot here. Oh my God, I'm not going to get to all of this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm starting to think Amico might have been a scam. Nah, it wasn't. It turned into a nightmare. I could tell you right away it was not. Most of it was already fucking in the works before we even knew it was happening. And there were a few people I talked to in the organization that had genuine enthusiasm for it. I'm kind of sad it didn't happen. Because it may not have been the fucking, mind-blowing console that some people thought it was going to be. But you got to sell your thing. You got to sell it, right? If I had to sell this cup, I'm going to tell you that this cup's going to do everything for you and then some. And then after you own it, I'm going to run. I'm just fucking kidding. Don't fucking meme. Well, go ahead, meme it. I don't care. But I don't know. Good times, bad times, we've all had our share, right? Do you think Adams was the who got murdered for speaking against Disney? What? Hell, I like Cyndi Lauper. I'm not ashamed of it. I fucking love Cyndi Lauper, too. She's cute. She was a fucking cutie, bro. I was 7. Cyndi Lauper is the same age as my mom. She was like 30 in 1985, pretending to be 21. I know! That blows my mind. Fatty, she did age well. She did. She was 32 when Girls Just Want to Have Fun come out. I remember hearing about that. Oh yeah, she's cute as fuck. Would 100%. Absolutely. Smash! My first crush, actually. One of my first crushes was Madonna. Like early Madonna. Real early Madonna. And then, of course, your Punky Brewsters were the same age. And what was that one chick's name in E.T.? Drew Barrymore. My ex had hair and clothes like that. I get it. Her style definitely was fucking rad, man. Let's see, at Creep, why don't you connect with Ben Silver Pong? He's in Western Mass and a good dude. Actually, you know what? That was something... let me see if you can see it. No, you can't see it. Behind the trooper's head, do you see that blue poking out the top there? Just below E.T.'s chin? He gave that to me. It's an Atari lunchbox, one of the Aladdin plastic ones that we would beat you up for if you had that one as a kid. The plastic ones, anyway. And we used to chat all the time, like here and there. And we were very friendly. And what happened with that was, I guess, a misunderstanding in communication. If you've ever tried to get a hold of me on the Atari Creep Facebook page, you know it's fun. I don't do that very well. I don't do the social media thing very well. I don't even do this fucking very well. You know, I'm not consistent with anything. I don't have any true series that go on. Sometimes I'm on at 1 o'clock. Some days I'm not. Some days we're going well into the next hour. Other times I get off early. And he would continue to message me on there. And I kept telling him, no, just do it directly. Here's my name. Let's be friends on the air. And he just got mad one day and blocked me. Because he thought I was being ungrateful, especially since I got a gift from him. And I think eventually he understood, but just left it alone. I never had a beef with that kid. In fact, I thought his videos were great. I mean, they were a little out there at times, you know, with the ideas he was trying to pass off. But and I do remember he gave me a congratulatory video when I got my system. That was actually very positive. You know, him and I had talked about getting together once in a while. You know, for coffee or maybe go see a flick or whatever, gaming. Go meet up somewhere and go play pinball for a few hours. But he got mad at me for not responding. And I tried to explain to him, it's not personal. It's just how I am. I'm not very good at social media. People need to get the fuck over it. And that was one of those relationships that I was bummed out about. When it went sour. It literally happened out of nowhere. He was just like mad at me one day. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's right there, ungrateful. What are you talking about? I'm fucking wicked grateful for it. It was on display. But yeah, it is what it is. If he ever reached out, I could pretend any of that never happened. But I'd like to think I'm part of the in crowd here at the Retro Creep channel. Everyone's part of the in crowd until they're excessive or they're douchebags. I might be still in my prime phase of joining the gang, though. Well, you got to show some heart, dude. No one joins this gang unless they can show heart. They don't have to win. They don't have to win. Ah, God damn it. It's jumping. Connect with... Okay, here we go. Well, to be fair, those guys never said Amico saved their lives. And I never said it either, you fuck. I'm going to say that right now. I never said Amico saved my fucking life. And why the fuck can't some of you douchebags understand that? This is something I will get fucking mad about. Fuck you in thinking that. Fuck you in thinking that. It wasn't the Amico. We could have been there playing tiddlywinks. We could have been there watching a movie. We could have been at a fucking cockfighting event. It was watching my family getting along together doing something. And typically they'd burn out quick. But when I was like, I don't feel like going to the second event, they were like, fuck no, let's go! It was that. I was already going to check out, dude. I'm sick of fucking tired of douchebags bringing that up like it's a fucking thing. So fuck you for saying that. Fuck you. That's twice now I've had to do this to you. Had nothing to fucking do with the Amico. It just happened to be the catalyst for what was going on. You can stick that comment right up your ass. In some ways, your Amico passion is unmatched. I don't have passion for it. What are you talking about? I was so excited for the damn thing, and then it didn't happen, and I became as critical as others. I said they should have been paying people back. I said it's not happening at some point, you know? Even you know what? If you go back to some of the videos I had, and I don't feel bad for saying what I just said, I'm not taking it back. Because fuck you for even bringing that up like that. So sick and tired of it, and I'd like to slap the shit out of anyone who fucking says it like that. I really would. I'm not the type of guy who wants to hit everyone on the internet. But if you were to have said that in front of me, I would have smacked the shit out of you. Open hand. I would have disrespected you as a man. Right there in front of everybody. But even when I got mine, I was saying that, yeah, this probably isn't going to happen. And if you listen to the language I use, if there's something I can do to help maybe make it happen, I'll do it. And that's the only reason I agreed to it. I refused it at first. But then when he explained to me, you know, the dynamic and all that stuff, I'm like, all right, fine. I'm like, do I have to say anything? And they're like, no. And the only reason I even brought it up was transparency. I wanted people who come here to understand that I'm going to be real. I'm not going to fucking blow smoke up anyone's ass. You guys pretty much know that by now. I'm not going to lie to you. And I'm not going to hide anything like that. And when I initially brought it up, sitting right here with the box next to me, I had this look on my face because I knew what that was going to bring. When I made my video about, should I have gotten one when Chuck got his, and I ended that with no. One, I'm not part of the circle like they are, and two, I don't want that magnifying glass on me. It was one thing being a part of the discussion, but bringing it into the home is a completely different animal. And that opened up a fucking ray of fucking douchebags that normally would not even know my name. Never mind fucking anything else. So I had this look on my face of almost concern, I guess. I looked back at it shortly after, and I'm like, people's comments are right. I look annoyed to have the fucking thing. So I lightened up a little bit more about it afterwards. It was what it was. And, I don't know. It was what it is. You made Saggy uncomfortable. Cyrus said that he was uncomfortable with everyone the whole time in person. I never got to meet Cyrus. I don't know how I made Saggy uncomfortable. It was more Chuck. If you're commenting on earlier when I said they were annoyed or so that I was walking over there. She played along with this. She went behind, hiding. She had her little COVID mask on. Let's see, Ben Pong, the Godfather, the Pong Father. I haven't heard of him in a long time. While I think I'm still sub to him, though. I think I am, too. You're right. I haven't seen or heard from him in a long time. You know what? Maybe I'm going to reach out to him. Just because we had this conversation today. I think we're going to... Yeah, I think I'm gonna reach out to him, see how he's doing. Adult Sun News? No. See, now, okay. All right, well, yeah. Now you're proving that you're just here to be a douchebag. Come on, stop. Let it go. Fucking let it go. Grow up. Just a little bit, kid. I feel like there's still time for the musical groups to be checked, featuring you, Mullis, DJC, Tellerico, like a modern Beatles. I would do that. Does Mullis play music? He's a DJ, though, isn't he? Is Mullis a musician? Is he a musician? I don't know. I would totally. I've asked Tommy if he ever wanted to get together and play. You get the whole yeah. Next time I'm in town or whatever, But I've even said to him, next time that you bring video games live, let me get up there for a song. Come on, we'll practice it for a couple days before. I promise you, I won't fuck it up. Let me get up there, man. Come on, let me get up there. The fucking pick is still broken. My picks are way over there. I feel like there's still time for... Yeah, okay. Let's see. GPA, college, I don't care about any of that. What's his major? See, I don't understand why you guys are so fucking obsessed with stupid shit like that. Leave his kids alone. Leave them out of it. Liberal arts with a focus on DEI. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, I get it. Madonna. Yeah, dude, she was cute, man, in the early days. My first crush was Peg Bundy. Ah, dude, that was another pause and toss. Absolutely, when I was a young man. AI doesn't want that. I'll hit it. Al doesn't want that. I'll hit it. Absolutely, man. I read that as AI because of current events. Miko saved my life. No joke, no clickbait. But I'm wrong. No, you're a douchebag for fucking bringing up the way you're doing it. So go fuck yourself. How about go fuck your mother, too? Don't try to fucking turn this into something it ain't. You could take your tired of Miko bullshit and shove it up your mother's ass. If you guys want to talk about it, I'm showing that I'm willing to talk about it. But if you're going to be a little cunt, then you can stick your head and your fucking attitude up your mother's ass. If you need help, I will be more than willing to do it for you. But I ain't fucking lubing it up. She needs to have a little bit of pain for fucking giving birth to an asshole like you. Don't come in here and act like that. You ain't righteous and you're a fucking douchebag. How the fuck can you not be a douchebag if you're this hyper-focused on something this dead? And if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. I'm willing to open more things up like I did today. I told you guys a lot of shit today that I haven't said to really anybody, not for any other reason, and I just never brought it up. But if you want to be a little fucking cunt, then you can go fuck yourself. Period. So yeah, you are fucking wrong. You are fucking wrong. And now you're gone. Have a nice day. See? It's people like you that made me start doing that. Fucking act accordingly. Act accordingly. Oh shit, a lot of his messages got deleted. I can't read the rest of them. Oh well. Phoebe Cates. You know, I thought Dick Miller was a close second, he said. Oh, I appreciate you, Creep. Oh, you're just ungrateful. Oh, he's a cocksucker. Oh, he's a fucking maggot. He's a waste product. A fucking waste product. Get the fuck out of here with your stupid comments. Your mom should be ashamed of fucking raising someone like you. I'm just going to assume that he didn't have a solid dude in his life. All right, well, it's almost fucking 3 o'clock. And I'm fucking hungry. And I got to walk to the store. God damn. I got to go down to the store and pick up some milk and some fucking popcorn. Wow, it's been a while since I've gotten hot in here. Good on you, Fat Tard, whatever the fuck your name is. Fat Tard Gaming. Such a great fucking name, too. What a waste of fucking space. Gina Davis. Oh, my God. And the Fly with that black skirt and those black stockings and the sweater. Yep. So I really appreciate today's chat, guys. We, regardless of certain individuals' inability to just fucking grow up a little, grow the fuck up a little bit. And yeah, it was clickbaity. I'm not fucking stupid. But if you had watched it and you'd fucking listened to what had to have been said, then you would have figured out it wasn't as cut and dry as that. And, it really shows the type of characters that you deal with out here. And the fact that anyone is still making fucking videos on the whole subject. Honestly. With some exception. With something, whatever. It's tired, it's old, it's fucking dead, and it's cringy. It's like, I understand that those were good times for a lot of people. But it's over with. My days out on the stage, they're long gone. Those were great days. I don't remember half of them. I heard stories about half the shit that I did. And I bet you I had a blast doing it. But it's over. Reminiscing is cool. If there's a question that was out there that relates to me personally and the console, I'll answer it to the best of my ability anyway. And I've never been shy about it. I'm just not going to answer the same question over and over again and listen to stupid shit like that. And I know you and him are good friends. Salty. You don't try to play that game. He is a douchebag. And I'll end the stream with this. There are kids right now dying of cancer that deserve the breath of life more than that fucking douchebag will ever. And I'd love to shame his parents for fucking giving birth to him. Guys, wherever in the world you are, I hope you're doing well. Until next time, take care. Creep it real. And bye-bye. What a great discussion overall, guys.